Grand Rising, everyone. Hope you guys are okay. Hope everything is going as planned. I wish you guys a beautiful weekend. Feels good to be home as well. Everything looks new and a little bit different. But back to the usual, back to the familiar, I could say. In this video, we're going to talk about, first of all, this is Denzamos, and you guys are welcome to the channel of truth, enlightenment, freedom, and the channel of breaking empath free. If you're new on this channel, I talk about narcissism and narcissistic abuse. I talk about spirituality, personal, and self-development. If that's what resonates with you, I invite you guys to join us, give us a like, share the video with friends, and you may subscribe if you haven't already. And for those that have always been with us, you are welcome back, and I thank you for your love and support. Now, I'll talk about the empaths. This channel is an empath channel, so I'll focus on the empaths. You might have noticed, guys, that when you've been with a narcissist, you guys have been fighting non-stop. It's like there's been this both inner and external turmoil that has always been going on between you and the narcissist. You couldn't understand why you would trigger. Okay, so these things, these fights are a result of triggers. Okay, you constantly trigger the narcissist. If you do not trigger the narcissist, they might be okay. Okay, they might be no more days, maybe sometime no more weeks. But every now and then, you're going to trigger the narcissist. And that is what actually causes the fights. You know, the rage, the gaslighting, the blame shifting, all those things, you know them. If you're an empath, there is about 3 things I want to tell you. I want to talk with you. I want to talk to you about that are causing these problems. You are dealing with a person that they hate you to the core, okay? And you may ask me the question, you may be surprised. They do hate you. But you're also thinking, if they do hate you, why can't they let you go? Okay? If you hate something, leave it, let it go. With a narcissist, it doesn't work like that, okay? They cannot let you go until they know they have finished their job. So they hate you to the core, is what I'm trying to say. They could physically like you, which is most likely the case. They like your body, they like how you look. But on a spiritual level, they do hate you. And I've many times told you guys in my videos that this whole thing of narcissism is spiritual. You know what I'm saying? On a spiritual level, they hate you, even if they might like you on a physical level. So it's not that case where you find you like the person's physique and spirit at the same time. The narcissist can like your physique, but they'll hate you on a spiritual level. And there's 3 reasons why. I'm talking to the empaths. Number 1, you have got pure love in your heart. That love. Do you know the reason as to why, even if you're a loving person, the narcissist will still hate you? That is because love is at a very high frequency. Are you guys following? Love is a very high frequency. The person that you're dealing with is void of love. They do not have even a little bit of it. Even a gram. I don't know how to weigh that love. Even a gram. They have never had it for the longest period of time, and they will never have it. So whenever you are around them, It's like you're reminding them of that void. You know what I mean? You're reminding them of that void, that you are able to go out there, okay? You can wake up on a normal day. You can go out there and spread love. You can go feed the poor. Maybe sometimes you can feed the birds, animals. You can love people genuinely, okay? There is no sugarcoating. You will love people exactly the way they are. And whenever you're around this kind of narcissistic people, you are reminding them of that void that they do not have. The void inside of them and the love inside of your heart that they do not have. I'll give you a short story. Back in the days, of course, before I knew about narcissism, so I'm out there. We are on the balcony. So this was a flat, and we're standing on the balcony. I see this lady at the end of the street, the other side of the street. The lady was drunk. So I am concerned. You know, it's too cold. The temperature was or maybe probably minus 15 or something, very, very cold. This lady is drunk. She's trying to drag a bicycle. I don't know where she was coming from. And sometimes she would fall in the middle of the road. You know, there are these cars passing and stuff like that. So me, I'm talking to this individual at that time. And I'm telling the narcissist, you know, there's something we can do. That lady is drunk. And as we can see, she has almost arrived to our house. So why don't we go down there? We can give her a hand. You can drag the bike, I can drag the lady, or you can drag the lady, I can drag the bike. And we walk her to our house, to safety. Do you know what the narcissist told me? The narcissist told me that, I don't know what is wrong with you, you know? That is not your business. Are you the one who gave her that alcohol? It's not you who gave her the alcohol. So it's not your business. Why don't you mind your business? Let her be. You know, she will sort out herself. No, me as an empath, I was feeling like, okay. It really, that statement hit me very hard. I was like, there is something I can do. So how come that it's not even possible to help a person in need? You know, that kind of stuff. So these kind of simple things like that. The narcissist couldn't see a reason as to why I would be able to help that lady. There was no need. If she dies, she dies. If she suffers, she suffers. It wasn't her business. So as an empath, you have that love. It's a genuine love. You want to show that love and spread it out to the people around you. And for the narcissist, a person who is void of love, they have no business with love. So the narcissist hates the love that is within your heart, okay? Number two, as an empath, you're a person that is very authentic. Now, when you wake up every single day, you will try to be. Now, when I'm talking about these things of empaths and stuff, I don't want you guys to get it twisted that we are perfect. Okay, don't get it twisted. Just understand we are human beings as well. So there can be times when we mess up a little bit. You know, we mess up sometimes like anybody else. Okay, although empaths have the capability and the possibility to get themselves together. Okay, so when they are figuring out that this thing is messed up, they can get themselves together and they can put themselves back in order. So authenticity is something as well that narcissist hates. Okay, you're authentic. You want to do real things. Okay, exactly the way they are. There is no corners. There's no sugarcoating. You will wake up and walk in your authenticity. Now, authenticity is something that the narcissist doesn't have as well. So if you're an authentic person, you can best believe you are always going to run into problem because they don't understand how are you able to wake up every single day and stay and be and stay in that authentic version of you. So whenever you're trying to be authentic, the more authentic you can get is the more you are going to trigger those people. So authenticity is also a trigger, is what I'm trying to say. Number three, the things that that person hates about you. It is your truth. Remember, you're a person who is used to speaking your truth. Okay? You will say things the way they are. You'll wake up and make a story, but that story will always have some truth in it. But now you're with this person who wakes up every single day and they've got a story full of lies. So it's why they tell you guys that the two of you, you and the narcissist, you are on opposite sides of the spectrum. Any moment the narcissist is trying to make a lie, tell a lie to say a lie, you are trying to correct them and bring them back to the truth. So that's what causes the friction between you and the narcissist, because you have a person who is a very big liar and manipulator, and you have the other side, the person who is a truth teller. Okay? So the balance between the empath and the narcissist is a very toxic balance, because you have two people who are completely believing in different things. And one of those things, again, it is your truth. Your truth is very dangerous for a narcissist. A lot of you guys who have been sacked from jobs, I could say, empaths who are sacked from jobs, one of the reasons why you're being sacked from the jobs is because you're standing in your truth. Are you guys following? You're choosing to stand in your truth. So whenever you see something going on in the job place, for example, is not the right thing, you're going to go and talk about the truth. And normally, you're making a lot of these narcissistic people very uncomfortable. Okay? They cannot operate. They cannot do what it is they want to do, because you have somebody in that organization and corporation that is sticking to the truth. So that is why you keep on triggering people at your workplace. And at the end of the day, they are like, we cannot tolerate this individual. Now they are going to gang up on you, and they're going to start setting you up for suspension or for expulsion from that corporation. And that thing can go on in so many different types of settings. Okay? It can be a job place. It could be your local church, where your pastor is telling lies and you're the one who is seeing through the BS, and you're coming out to stand for the truth. So they will also hate you if you're in a church setting. Family, the same thing. Everywhere that you go, you're the person of truth. And toxic and narcissistic people have nothing to do with the truth. I'll give you another one, which is the bonus one. As an empath, you're all about justice. And I'll give you an example. Normally, I like talking about these things, and I'll give you some little examples, okay? Just to learn from, okay? So I was working with this company many years ago. And then there was this boss, narcissistic boss. I would later on learn that this was a narcissistic boss. And this boss didn't want to pay people, okay? She didn't want to pay the workers. And for me, it wasn't making sense. Okay, why is somebody working and you cannot give them their salary, okay? So sometimes the workers would go a month or two without being paid, including me, because I was in that corporation, and I would speak about it. Sometimes I would say, okay, the boss is in office, and I would get up and go to the office and speak about this. You know, the workers are complaining about paying this. I was a supervisor in that corporation. And, so the boss was like, why don't you mind your own business? Why don't you leave those things for me? And stuff like that. So we had an argument in those days. This happened like 3-4 times, okay? And then I finally figured out that there's nothing I could do. That is simply how that person was. And I stopped talking about it. So I wanted to see those individuals getting paid, okay? In so many different kinds of settings where you see a person is going through injustice, you're always standing up and trying to make sure there is justice in that situation. So if you're a person who is an empath, of course, you're very familiar that you're all about justice. And that has got nothing to do with toxic people and narcissistic people. They don't want anybody that is at that level of trying to deliver justice. Okay? Manipulation is going on, you deliver justice. Torture is going on, you deliver justice. You're all about justice. So if you're at that frequency, I can promise you, you are going to be the narcissistic number one enemy because you're trying to do justice in society. So those are the things I can talk about that will normally make you an enemy of the narcissist. Okay? Love, truth, justice, and the other one was authenticity. Are you guys following? So those are the things that the reason as to why you're always in confrontations with the narcissist on a daily basis is either one of those four things. There may be one I've not mentioned. You know about it, share with us in the comment section below. So you guys know that I do love and appreciate your support. Please book a session. There's an email in the description. If you would like to donate or support me, you will find my PayPal as well in the description. And until then, I will catch you guys in my next one. There's almost signing out. I wish you well. Much love and blessings. Peace.